minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Swerte sa akin ang playtime. You're welcome.
All-purpose epoxy and general. Matibay na dikitan. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal.
Plastic and General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
And we are down to the last couple of games actually para tapusin na itong ating eliminations. And that's right, you're still watching ating PlayTime Cares Filoil EcoOil 18th Preseason Cup coming to you from this venue in San Juan, Benji Santiago. Kasama ko ang marathon man na si Dino Lee. Bumati ka, Dino. Ito, yung ating unang game, ang UP nakabalik na. So welcome back. They were able to get back from Serbia just last July 3. Samantala, Adamson University Soaring Falcons ang kanilang kaharap dito. UP is basically already gunning for a spot. Not exactly. Pasok na sila sa quarterfinals, sa knockout quarterfinals, which will begin this coming Friday. Samantala, ang Adamson is out of the picture already, just playing their last game.
Well, speaking of, if we're talking about the quarterfinals, this is a no-bearing game already for both teams because UP is already fixed at number 3 and they will be facing the number 2 team in the NCAA, which was determined with the win of Letran over San Beda, which puts them with a win over the despite the tie, win over the advantage over the CSB Blazers. So UP will be facing the CSB Blazers come Friday, and Letran will be facing the NU Bulldogs.
Ayan na, actually nakikita na ating mga manonood yung playoff bracket natin. Ano? Knockout lang yan, yung ating quarterfinals. And of course, it's one of the most awaited dahil dito magtatagpo na, maglalaban na yung NCAA teams laban sa UAAP teams. And that's really something to look forward to. Well, anyways, para papasok tayo dito sa ating ball game na ito, a lot of people are excited to see them back. Of course, itong panig ng University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons. Kailan pa sila? June 12 po, Independence
That was
Day. Wow.
Almost a month ago.
Yeah, that's
yung
right.
Last game nitong UP, and they actually was trailing behind FEU in the first half. 43-39 was the lead for FEU, and then they poured on in the second half and limiting FEU to just 23 points and scoring 37 points without Harold Alarcon, who was serving a one-game suspension. Right. And then there was no Jerry Abadiano and Ray Romogot.
Kita nyo na, June 12 pa yun. Naalala pa lahat ni Dino Lee, mga pangyayari ng araw na yun. And of course, Chico Briones, let's take a look at this guy and how he managed to perform in that win versus FEU. He had 21 points, 9 of 13. Ang kanyang 3-point field goals. He was really shooting the lights out here sa ating venue. And along with it, meron siyang 3 rebounds.
You also have to mention itong si Raylan Torres, who had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. But a great game coming from Chico Briones, who didn't play a lot last season 87 for the UP Fighting Maroons, given their depth, but he stepped up in that game against FEU.
Samantala, ang Adamson University Soaring Falcons naman, it was July 4 when they battled NU, and that was the result, NU winning over them 61-46, and the story in numbers in that particular game, Dino.
That game was probably won by NU in the first half because Adamson put up just 13 points, 5 in the first quarter and 8 points in the second quarter. And NU was able to build an almost 20-point lead to end that first half. And Adamson was missing a lot of players. Medina didn't play, Manzano didn't play, AJ Franzman wasn't there as well. So they were undermanned in that game against NU. And NU, with that win and their win against FEU, they qualify in the quarterfinals.
Well, a player that actually he is the #1 guy when it comes to shooting 3-pointers. Itong si Mati Erolon, and he had 12 points. He was 4 of 9 from beyond the arc, also contributing 3 rebounds and 2 steals.
And if my memory serves me right, on a 3-game stretch, Mati Erolon has knocked down 13 threes in the last 3 games of Adamson. But I don't think he's suited up in this game for Adamson. Medina is here, but
Dapat
Mati
lang.
won't be here.
Dapat lang nandito si Medina dahil siya ang involved dito sa ating key matchup. Matched up against Terence Forte as we take a look at the averages here. Earl Medina is averaging in double figures with 11.3 per ball game. But of course, this is their last game here in the 18th Preseason Cup. And Terence Forte, let's see if he could still manage to come up with some more important numbers. It's UP Fighting Maroons versus Adamson University Soaring Falcons. We're going to be taking a break. We'll be right back.
Hindi umuulan.
Hindi mo tayo makakabenta.
Yes!
Don't worry! Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues here in the PlayTime Filoil Center in San Juan for the PlayTime Cares 18th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup, presented by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. This is game number 65 in our UAAP group between the UP Fighting Maroons versus the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Introducing the starters for both teams. First, for the UP Fighting Maroons, point guard number 20, John Felicilda. Shooting guard number 19, Jerry Abadjano. At small forward number 18, Harold Alarcon. Power forward number 30, Miguel Iniguez. And at center number 55, Gani Stevens. Head coach of the UP Fighting Maroons is Gold Monteverde. And now introducing the starters for the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Point guard number 3, Matthew Montebon. Shooting guard number 15, Ray Allen Torres. Small forward number 20, Manu Anabo. Power forward number 11, Josh Barcelona. And at center number 9, Alan Perez.
All right, taking a look at the starters for UP. They got John Felicilda, Jerry Abadiano. We get to see him once again. Gani Stevens, Harold Alarcon is back. And of course, Miguel Iniguez over at the side of Adamson. They have Matthew Montebon, Ray Allen Torres, Perez, Anabo, and Barcelona. The starters as we get to do this. Rain or shine, we got to go through the games. Wala kaming reklamo. Anyways, ito nga, dito naman tayo sa UAAP group for pero very interesting yung mga ball games din natin kanina sa NCAA group, ha?
Yung ulan, wag sana pagpa-uwi na tayo.
Oo nga, tama. Sabi mo pa. Ito, it's UP getting the first possession here as we take a look at their first basket right there. And Harold Alarcon, well, he served out his one-game suspension. And most probably, he forgot all about that already. Especially yung kanilang training na ginawa sa napakalamig na lugar ang Serbia.
But we all know, when it comes to Serbia, that's one of the best basketball countries in the world. And one of their players is currently the best player in the world. Nikola Jokic.
That's right. 2-0 para sa UP. Adamson will give it a try to get their first basket here in this offensive thrust that they're doing. They got 10 seconds to execute. They go baseline, can't get it to go down, and here comes UP.
Nainggit naman ako sa San Beda. Nag-Spain, etong UP, nag-Serbia.
Kaya nga,
Kailan
di ba?
kaya tayo?
Tawi-tawi, gusto mo bang pumunta?
Ano meron sa tawi-tawi?
Hindi ko na alam. Another basket here, John Felisilda. 4-0 na ito para sa UP Fighting Maroons.
Mapapaaga yung substitution ni Coach Nash Racela. Nasa scorer's table na itong si Earl Medina.
And there's the first basket, and it's a three-pointer. So Anabo ang unang nakabutas para rito sa panig ng Adamson, and that's a big basket. UP attacking the baseline. They go for the three. That's a miss on the three, and it will go the other way. Ball touch last to Gani Stevens.
Si Anapo din yung nakashoot sa Adamson eh. First bucket nila nung first quarter against NU with less than 2 minutes left.
Pero that was a very low output in that previous game ng NU, considered to be their
You mean Adamson?
pinakakonti. Yeah.
Tapos wala rin yung tatlong players mo dito. Erolon is not here.
Yes.
AJ Franzman, Cedric Manzano. 3 key pieces for you.
Another three that they go for, but it's a miss. 4-3 right now here in the first quarter. Foul is going to be called here against Adamson.
Long foul number 3, Matthew Montevon.
Si Matthew Montebon ang tinawagan.
For the Soaring Falcons. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
Take a look at this play para sa UP. Gani Stevens goes for the jump hook and goes in. 6-3 right now para sa panig ng UP. Pero lagi ko ang binabanggit, Dino, no matter how it turned out, whether you're not going into the next round, whether you're going into the next round, the training, the preparation continues.
Yes.
For all of the teams.
It's never ending.
Yes.
I do believe learning is a never-ending experience.
True, true.
And it's your choice if you open yourself up to that learning.
Well, that kind of a principle is being learned by these young players. 6-3, UP attacking inside, and how about that rejection? Para dito kay sa Adamson. Yep. And a timeout's going to be called by the Fighting Maroons as they lead 6-3 here in the first period.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas dun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Welcome back. UP called the timeout. They have the basketball. And most probably Coach Gold not exactly liking what he's seeing here. Point blank miss by Gani Stevens. And here comes Adamson. Only one basket for them so far, pero it was a three-pointer. Let's see how they execute. Under 10 seconds. Nope, it's not happening. And here comes UP again. The Chico Briones falls down. Josh Barcelona ang tinawagan ng foul.
Adamson University. Shot clock at 14.
A catch and shoot long distance shot didn't go down for UP that time, and here comes Adamson. Parang napako na tayo rito sa 6-3 na ito. Kanina pa to. Gary Stevens comes up with a deflection and a steal, and the runner that goes down here for UP, Harold Alarcon. And looking at that, Harold Alarcon, na-miss maglaro eh, kasi nga nag-serve out ng one-game suspension.
Finishing through traffic and through contact itong si Harold Alarcon.
For Alan Perez. Bonus free throw for Harold Alarcon.
And we all know he'll have a much larger role, especially with the departure of JD Kagulangan last year, who is playing in the KBL right now.
Now UP is up by 6. Penetration. Oh, ayaw para. Andun na, Matthew Montebon. And a try for a three-pointer and knocking it down. This Chico Briones is on the board. Ito, anak ni Lowell Briones, a former pro player.
Hindi ko na napanood yun ah.
Yun na naman. Grabe ka naman.
Kailan ba yun? Kailan ba yun?
Sobra ka naman. Samantala, an air ball right there.
Substitutions for the Miners.
He gave it a try, John Felicilda. Terence Fotea will replace Harold Alarcon on the floor here. 4 points already for Harold Alarcon. Adamson, where can they go to? They have Gaia on the floor right now. That's an air ball. Sikat. Kapapasok pa lamang, malamig na malamig ang simula.
This Adamson team, if you don't have Mati Rolon, you don't have Cedric Manzano, and you don't have AJ Franzman, this is a team, even when they're on the floor, they're an offensively challenged team. So that's something that the coaching staff needs to figure out.
The double teaming defense, and Gaia is fouled.
Oh no!
Yun lang, kapapasok pa lang. Ano na kung nagkabangguan lang ng tuhod dito.
And he is holding on to his knee. And that is not a good sign.
Jacob Baila, nakapapasok din. Into some sort of a collision, and Gaia is really having a hard time. He cannot even get up.
Mandatory substitution.
Yeah, but first they got to get him out of the floor. Mandatory substitution, yeah, pretty understandable.
And with the way it happened, that didn't look good.
It's going to be very unfortunate. Let's see it for ourselves, how it happened. Oh, nabagsakan.
Jacob Baila.
Jacob Baila, yung tuhod niya.
We can only hope that it is nothing serious.
Hasn't played even 2 minutes on the floor. Well, pinapakiramdaman. Siyempre, masakit yun eh. Ilang pounds din to si Jacob Baila na tatama sa tuhod mo, di ba? At saka masakit sa mga ganong klase. Yung hindi mo kasi ine-expect na mangyayari. So you can never be ready for it.
14 seconds.
Anyways, we're just hoping the teammate be able to come back. He seems okay. Nobody's attending to him. They're just checking on him, talking to him on the bench. 12-3 right now. May agawang UP as they lead by 9. Gani Stevens laying it in, stretching their lead right now. 14-3, limiting Adamson to only 1 basket. And a good first quarter for UP.
All purpose ang boxing El General. Matibay na dikitan El General. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal.
Plastic, El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabangan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
And welcome back. Ito ang mga bisita natin dito. Sino-sino yan, Dino?
And on the... Dun sa
Extreme left? Okay.
extreme left, si Sumaya Sugapong. And beside her is actually Naomi Panganiban. Gilas women's players who recently played in the Jones Cup. And
I know.
I do believe they'll be playing sa FIBA Women's Asia Cup.
That's right.
Come June. I think next month, no?
Dito gagawin eh, di ba?
Hindi, next year pa yun. Next year pa tayo.
Next year pa yun. Okay.
Oo nga pala, next year pa pala yun.
Yep. Anyways, galing naman ang timing. Sino ba naman yung umarang-harang na yun? Ayun, nadagdagan na yung basket para rito sa Adamson. Kenji Cañete was able to do it. And here comes another potential. Potential nga lang eh. Hindi pa natapos. 14-5. Uh-oh, that's a foul. 3:03 to play here. Miguel Iñiguez ang tinawagan.
It's been a struggle for Adamson. And we saw that in their game against NU where they only had 5 points in the first quarter.
Once again, kagaya nga po na binanggit namin at the top of the coverage, UP is moving on to that knockout quarterfinals. That's coming Friday. No matter how it turns out, actually, ang pinaka may ibig sabihin na ball game natin, yung last scheduled game natin between LaSalle and UST.
What a way to end the group phase.
Yun.
It's the UST Growling Tigers versus the De La Salle Green,
That's
Green
right.
Archers battling for the #1 seed in the UAP group.
14-5, only a couple of baskets for Adamson. They're gonna give it another try here. Oh, inabot pa ng foul. Yeah, there's gonna be free throws to be taken here by Cadron Zoni.
Number 7 Gagate.
7 Gagate.
3 on the Fighting Maroons.
Minsan nakakakaba rin yun, no? Pero it's not realistic eh. When a venue announcer, foul number 7, hindi naman 7 fouls yun. 7
On
Gagate.
number 7.
Yeah. Two minutes and 36.
O nga, no? 7 Gagate siya. Number 7
Number 7 din siya. Yeah, totoo. It's Medina pala ang na-foul.
Pwede kang foul on 7 or foul on number 7.
Kaya nga. Pero kasi, Imposible naman dahil hanggang 5 lang ang fouls. 14-7. Lamang itong panig ng UP. Kay Ronzoni, what a pass right there. But shot clock. Oh, and throwing an opportunity away. Science.
Bakit science? Sayang.
Sayang. 2 minutes and 9 seconds.
21 seconds on the shot clock.
Kailangan magsalita ka rin ng mga ganun, yung mga lingo ng mga bata para maintindihan talaga tayo. 14-7. Oops.
8-second backward violation.
Not aware. An 8-second backward violation called against Terence Fontea.
Ba na ang lengguwahe ng mga Gen Z ngayon? Anong generation ka ba?
Secret. Oh, that was challenged. They're going to call it a basket. Yes, it will count already.
Basket counts for Earl Medina.
So Earl Medina natulungan pa ng kalaban to score his first field goal. Raylan Torres. Ito pa, magkakatalo tayo ngayon dito sa coverage natin, Dino. May Ray Allen Torres, may Raylan Torres.
Yan dapat yung key matchup natin sa laro na yan.
We'll see.
Mamaya, baka makita natin si LeBron James. LeBron James Daep. Next game.
Kala ko si LeBron James. 14-9, a 5-point lead being enjoyed by UP. A minute and a half to play here in the first quarter. It's been a long while, almost 1 month. Na nawala itong UP, and let's see. Bumuelo! It's going to be a two-handed jam for Jacob Baila. Everybody's expecting it. Nagtatayuan yung mga teammates niya. And how about that? First basket for Jacob Baila, and it's a dunk. Oh, a three-pointer, much needed big basket here for Earl Medina.
Having a nice first period, itong si Earl Medina, 7 points out of the 12 of Adamson.
16-12, we got a 4-point game. Adamson made a slow start for them. Sean Alter off the bench and getting a basket underneath. 30 seconds to play here. And taking a look at this Smart Power dunk from Jacob Baila, all brought to you by Smart Power All 99. Load now.
And we rarely see that happen. Yung mga slam dunk na yan. And I think this is the first time I've seen someone dunk here in this preseason, and that's courtesy of Jacob Baila, skying high.
I'm trying to remember who else. Maliban dun sa
Baka si
mga
Precious
FSKs.
Momoe.
Hindi, yun. Parang matik yun eh.
Outside of
I saw Mo
outside.
Konate going for a dunk. Binawian siya ni Precious Momoe. Also with a dunk.
Pero sa non-FSAs, parang ito pa lang nakikita ko
I'm trying to remember. Mamaya marirecall ko rin yan. Ayan, baka nanonood ka, Randolph. Tulungan mo kami rito. We're trying to recall. Player that's not an FSA was able to go for a dunk.
Sahil Sahili for Alan Perez.
So Alan Perez gets replaced by Sahili on the floor. They go inside. There's a power dribble.
Great move.
Yeah. Sean Alter, it's said, will go to the line for 2 shots.
Great move coming from Sean Alter, using that spin to create some space.
Cade Ronzoni was called for the foul.
Matthew Montevon for Kate Ronzoni.
It was Coach Gilbert Lau, reminding the players, say, come on.
Sean Alter.
Naalala ko pa si Coach Gilbert lang, naglalaro sa TNT.
Yeah, huh?
More than a decade ago.
Tapos di mo maalala si Lowell Briones. Grabe ka.
Saan ba siya
Saan ba yan si Lowell Briones?
Substitution for Adamson University.
Parang di ko na naabutan.
Sobra ka naman. Grabe ka. Eh, yun pa naman yung mga batch nila Lowell Briones. I would still consider them yung mga batch of players there who played na it was during talaga yung high time ng PBA eh.
I think that was in the 90s.
Yeah, the two.
90s.
Yeah.
Of the first quarter are scored.
So how do you like that? First quarter have already ended. And it's UP. Welcome back game for them. And they're up against Adamson. No matter how it turns out, it's all still a part of the preparations, the training, the practices that still continues for both of these teams. And of course, looking forward, some exciting action that they could provide the respective teams come the regular season of the UAAP. Highlight baka nyo! Jacob Baila gave us that kind of an entertainment when we ended the first.
Sa ABC sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
PlayTime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng PlayTime. You're welcome.
All-purpose Epoxy El General. Matibay na dikitan. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal.
Plastic, El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
And welcome back, a 7-point advantage para sa UP. And medyo kwentuhan mo sila ng konti sa mga numbers natin, yung mga field goals and stuff like that nangyari sa first quarter, Dino.
Well, UP 40% field goal percentage. Itong Adamson naman, only 28%.
Let's see right now, itong panig ng UP. They are up by 7 and the steal. Well, slowly but surely they're picking up on their game here. Itong Adamson University Soaring Falcons. And glad to see Gaia is back on the floor.
That's a good sign, especially with the way he was grimacing in pain earlier in the first quarter.
Sabi ko nga, isa kasi din yung nagugulat ka eh. What happened? Voltaire with a miss on that outside shot. In transition, ito ang Adamson. Oh, wow!
Pangalawang dunk na yan. And that's a
For
statement.
UP, yeah.
Oh, statement dunk coming from Sean Alter. Great transition, execution on the part of UP sharing the ball. Wala nga dribble yun eh.
Transition play. He just went up for it. Sean Alter. Pero ang Adamson hindi nagpapahuli. They've been hitting a couple of three-pointers. They're just down by 4. Foul underneath is going to be called against Adamson. Let's see the fight that we have here para sa panig ng Fighting Maroons. Raylan Torres, 7 Gagate, Jacob Baila, Terence Voltaire, and Sean Alter. So UP for a little while I didn't think that he's going to be playing, but right now, yeps. A miss right there for the UP Raylan Torres. Well, si Francis Noruca has shown up here in this ball game. Did not see action in the first period. Ay, kung gusto niyo ng dunks, yan, maraming baon na dunks.
Sabi ko lang nung first quarter, parang, yun pa lang yung unang nakikita ko yung kay Jacob Baila, sinundan naman ni Sean Alter.
Kaya nga. Adamson trying to hit their outside shot. They get a 4-point game. Recovery right there. Ito si Francis Noruca. The turnaround shot and goes! Kapapasok pa lang, giving UP a 6-point advantage. Montebon. And they spotted a contact against UP.
As much as Adamson struggled in the first to start this game, they're just down 6 points. They played much better. They're making shots, and they're in pace with UP right now, despite the absence of Manzano, Montebon, and Franzman.
Well, they were able to knock down 3 3-pointers. They're 3 of 11. Matthew Montebon. They could have gotten hit, pero no problem, no complaints. Just go on with the game, 23-19. Apat lang abante ng UP. Adamson thought it was going to be a turnover. Ball stays with the Fighting Maroons.
13 on the shot clock.
Andres, so right now, we're beginning to see a lot of players being utilized here by Coach Goldwyn Monteverde for UP. Parang kailangan mapanood lahat no? Kasi tagal nga nilang wala. So, bigyan ng exposure, Well, Andres is already on the floor para rito sa UP for one thing.
But if this game continues to be close between these two teams, I expect UP to use their main guys in the second half.
Ray Allen Torres will sit down. And Earl Medina coming back into the game for the Soaring Falcons, who's got the basketball right now. They're just down by 4. That just won't go down for Matthew Montebon, and in the rebound play, well, helpless na pagkalumundag na si Francis Noruca. Mahihirapan ang Adamson Alan Perez ang tinawagan.
Tight defense on the part of Jerry Abadiano, making it difficult for Matthew Montebon.
Really, we believe these two teams have come out to play here. A miss! John Felicilda gave it a try. Oh, last touch ang Adamson.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Jerry. Five seconds na lang. Shot clock ng UP. Are they aware? Well, that's the right attitude. Nakatalikod ka sa shot clock ninyo sa front court. Tumingin ka sa kabila dahil may shot clock din naman dun Diba?
Matalino rin.
Yeah. Wala ka ng time para tumalikod pa diba? May bantay ka pa sa likuran. So tumingin ka doon sa kabila.
Ako, kailangan ko na ng salamin para makita yung oras sa kabila.
16 to shoot.
Time down to 5 minutes and 46. Kind of a low scoring here sa ating first half between these two teams. Kanina, umaalago rin UP. And then Adamson nakagawa ng paraan.
Well, this is good for Adamson because they're not a team that can produce a lot of points because they're dead last in points per game. They're averaging 58.4 points per. That's last among the 17 teams. So if you will have a chance of getting this win against UP, they better make sure this is a low-scoring game.
23 seconds off.
Yeah, that could work in their favor. UP only has one three-pointer made. They go for it. Still nothing there. Adamson, they're 3 of 11. Harold Alarcon is back on the floor. Let's see how Adamson, the 15-foot jumper, still won't drop, and Naruka just keeps on pulling those rebounds, pulling them down, blocking them from mid-air. Oh, ball is loose. It still ends up in the UP. Shot clock 10. They call it a foul. Pero para si Coach Gold, ang dami niya na nakikitang contact prior to that whistle. Especially when that ball was lost somewhere between players on the floor.
At the line, shooting 2, L.A. Andres.
So L.A. Andres is shooting free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Coming off the bench. Oh, binanda. Under 5 minutes here.
Prior to joining the UP Fighting Maroons, LA John Andres is based on Dubai.
Well, he knocked down 2 free throws, giving them a 6-point advantage. Montebon. And let's see. Ayaw na pumasok. Hindi na masundan yung tatlo ng outside shots ng Adamson. Francis Naruka was able to make a basket, a mid-range jumper, and has managed to pull down 5 rebounds. He gets replaced by Gani Stevens. Adamson right now. Medina. Hindi magtuloy-tuloy yung streak na gusto mangyari ng Adamson in their offense. Si Kate Ronzoni, ang laki nga naman. Wala siyang magawa.
But despite those struggles for Adamson, offensively, they're still just down 6 points. And UP hasn't found their outside shot yet.
There was a challenge, but that's going to be a shooting foul. Perez, that's number 2.
UP hasn't shot the ball well from beyond the arc. 1 out of 10. And when we talk about the 3-point shot, they're number 1 when it comes to makes per game. They average 9.4 threes per game. And they're number 1 when it comes to 3-point percentage, 39.5%. So only 10% so far in this game.
Field goals nga rito, UP 34%, Adamson 28%. Then 2 missed free throws. 4 minutes here in the first half. The play almost broken up here for Adamson. See. Guy, where does he go to? Napaluhod na. Stuck. 25-19. Yan tinatawag. Dilihensya na lang tayo ng foul para may free throws.
Yes, if your shots are not falling, you can find a lot of ways to get buckets. And UP getting to the free throw line. This is their 8th and 9th free throw attempt.
For Josh Barcelona and Kate Ronzoni.
Pati free throws.
Baka may jet lag pa.
Pwede, no? Hindi, I was about to say that.
Saka yung Rust 10, tagal mo ning... Well, for sure, they've had exhibition games with Serbian teams
Yes, for sure. Yun naman
during
yan.
their trip.
Seven-point advantage. This has got to be the largest enjoyed here by UP. And they come up with a steal. They have the numbers. Extra passing. Gani Stevens. Everybody had a chance to touch that ball. John Phil sealed. And then this.
Another steal.
UP. Gani Stevens again. The inside strength of Gani Stevens. This time an end-one play for him.
No-look pass coming from Harold Alarcon.
And brought to you by PlayTime Cares, elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes.
Okay lang pala magmintis ng mga tres. Meron naman tayong mga inside points, fast break points for UP.
Substitution for UP Fighting Maroons.
They now have 10 fast break points to Adamson's 0. I mean, Adamson still doesn't have a fast break point here.
And right now, this is already a double-figure lead being enjoyed here by the Fighting Maroons. Adamson, what can they do? Ray Allen Torres firing short. Just one crack at the basket for Adamson, and UP being aggressive, pounding it inside again. And Miguel Iniguez will be shooting free throws. Whose foul is it? Kigaye ba?
Lucky foul number 52, AdU Gaye. That's
Yeah,
a shot.
it's
Personal foul.
AdU Gaye.
Sentence for Teo for John Felicilta, Manu Anabu, and Matthew Montevon for Earl Benzina and Okinahan Maging.
Iniguez in this ball game so far, that's his first point. Pero 2 for 2 sa kanyang mga free throws. 8 of 12 para sa UP when it comes to shooting from the line. Adamson. Naiwanan na rito, down by 14. Nina, they were just being able to keep themselves here in this ball game. And then the miss on Matthew Montebon. Ten-second shot clock. Oh, nice drop pass. Oh, wow, Gaye comes up in a shot block on Miguel Iniguez. And maybe it could produce some. Oh, that's the fourth three-pointer here for Adamson in the first half. So Anabo hitting a three-pointer. Yan lang. Binawi agad ni Terence Montea.
Adamson University.
And taking a look at this Jiangnan three-point shot of the quarter, brought to you, of course, by Jiangnan Hotpot. Jiangnan na, Terence Fortea knocking it down.
Don't worry! Be Unleashed with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Welcome back. Just 84 seconds to play here in the first half, and we have seen how UP has been controlling the boards here. 28-16. Gani Stevens attacking once again. He's really having a nice time just going for those layups. And assists is also a factor to consider for UP. A +4 for them, at least here in the second period. Here in the first half, and Gaye will score at close range. First basket para kay Gaye, Dino.
And UP is currently on a 15-5 run. Remember, the score was 23-19 in favor of UP at the early points of this second period. But UP with their defense and transition offense creating this run and 14-point lead right now.
24-12 and scoring run as of the moment, favoring ang UP Fighting Maroons. We're down to the final 20 seconds ng ating first half. Shot clock is down to 10 though. For Adamson, they lost it. They will have possession. 14.3 sa game clock. 7 seconds ang shot clock ng Adamson. It's going to be a baseline throw in for the Soaring Falcons here. Montibon will inbound, going to Gaye, back to Montibon. Montibon firing, baseline, nope. There's still time, 7 seconds. UP, can they score? John Finisilda looks at the clock. He's gonna go for the three.
I think that's Terence Fortea.
Oh, sorry, Terence Fortea. Pareho kasi ng buhok. Anyways. Only 2 3-point shots made by UP in the first half, and there's 4 actually para rito sa panig ng Adamson. But of course, the scoring here in the second period, a basically runaway. In fact, this is a 38-24. Parang yung ganun din, 19-12. First quarter, dinoble lang. Dinoble lang nitong dalawang teams yung kanilang output, which would end, of course, ang UP leading by 14, 38-24. We'll be right back with more.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abutan dito!
GG, bro!
Don't worry! Be Unleashed with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
All-purpose epoxy El General. Matibay na dikitan El General. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal.
Plastic, El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Hindi mo tayo makakabenta. Yes! Don't worry. Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now.
Sa ABC sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Sa ABC sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
TNT 25 years, tuloy ang sulit saya sa buong bansa.
Sa ABC sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data. GG bro! Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
– 14-point lead for UP Fighting Maroons at the end of the first half. Their biggest lead was at 16. And let's see how it progresses. Sabi ko nga, medyo mababa talaga actually shooting percentage for both teams. Look at this, 38% lang for UP. 29% para sa Adamson. Pero I have already made mention of this. The rebounding story is really going the way UP in the first 2 quarters. You're limited to only 16 rebounds for Adamson. That's odd enough, ano, Dino?
Well, 16 lang yung rebounds nitong Adamson because ang dami ring offensive rebounds nitong UP. They had 7 and 17 fast break points for UP to none for Adamson. So, yung transition defense ng Adamson, something that they need to work on in the second half. And speaking of rebounds, going back to rebounds, 8 second chance points for UP out of those 7 offensive rebounds that they've gotten in the first half.
Look mo yung 17-0 fast break. That's really something else, ano, para sa UP. Sabi ko nga, it seems like they got excited once again after the return from abroad and seeing action here. And not only that, pagdating nila rito, may pwesto pa pala sila sa quarterfinals, which was basically it happened. Let's take a look at Gani Stevens, already in double figures for this 11. It was actually LaSalle who gifted that ticket to the quarterfinals para sa UP when LaSalle defeated FEU.
And
yun eh.
ang kagandahan dito sa UP, despite them struggling shooting the ball from the 3-point line, currently they're at 2 out of 12, 16.7%. They're finding other ways to score. And right now, ang daming nagko-contribute. You have Harold Alarcon, Gani Stevens, Terence Fortea hitting a 3 earlier in the first half.
That is only his basket so far. Earl Medina has managed to come up with 7 points. That's all. Scoring has been hard to come by here somehow for Adamson University Soaring Falcons, especially the second quarter when they pulled away itong UP. Taking a look at our playoff bracket here, it's going to be happening yung ating quarterfinals. Yan na, this Friday lahat yan, ha? Mangyayari yan, yung 4 na games na yan this coming Friday.
Ang pwede na lang gumalaw dito is yung DLSU at saka UST.
Yes, that's
pwede
right.
silang magpalit. If UST wins, they will be facing Arellano. If DLSU wins, UST will be facing the Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals.
And that will be figured out in the next game that we have featuring itong ang UST laban sa DLSU. We're going to be taking a break. When we come back, it's going to be the second half.
Sa ABC sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
All-purpose Epoxy El General. Matibay na dikitan. El General. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal.
Plastic, El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabangan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Okay. Medyo nahuli. Ayun na.
UP fighting maneuvers for delaying the game.
Yeah, nahuli sila ng paglabas ng dugout. Anyway, warning pa lang naman yun for delay of game.
Because wala naman silang previous warning.
Kaya
So,
nga.
that's the first warning on UP.
Adamson with the first possession to open up, or at least try to open up the scoring here in the second half. Tingnan natin kanina. Exactly identical. 19-12 first quarter, second quarter, 19-12 ulit. Favoring UP.
And yung pinakita kanina sa graphic natin with Earl Medina having 7 points, all of those 7 points came actually in the first quarter. So Medina was held scoreless in the second.
Well, let's see some adjustments badly needed here para sa Adamson. And a miss right there for Matthew Montebon. 38-24, Gani Stevens posting. Try to back it in after the turnaround jump hook. Montebon. Shot clock is down to 8. And not giving him enough room to move is Jerry Abadiano who will be called for the foul.
That's his second. First foul for UP.
Grabe rin yung intensity ng depensa nitong ni Jerry Abadiano. You like his intensity.
It's something that they're trying to get ready. This is parang looking ahead na to for the quarterfinals eh.
Another foul on Jerry Abadiano.
Holding foul number 19, Jerry Abadiano. That's his third.
If I'm not mistaken, he missed about a couple of games for UP.
Parang Peter Rosillo rin yung naalala ko pag nakikita ko dumipensa si Jerry Abadiano.
At sasabihin naman sa'yo ni Jerry Abadiano, dapat ako naalala mo pag nakikita mo si Peter Rosillo. Baliktad eh, bago lang si Peter Rosillo.
Ako nag-champion na ako.
Number 26, Zahir Sahili. That's his second.
Patawarin naman ako ni Jerry Abadiano. First time ko lang naman nag-cover. Sa Letran, ilang laro na ako eh.
Incidentally, Letran was able to beat Sanbeda earlier. Part of their just finishing off the schedule. Sanbeda is already out of the running. 38-24. Ayaw pa rin mahulog. Gary Stevens papulot-pulot lang and he's having his way inside really. He's got 13 points.
Another offensive rebound and second chance points for UP.
And equaling the largest lead that they managed to enjoy back in the first half. It's up 16 again. Adamson. They have 7 seconds to execute a play. Tingnan muna natin itong rebound of the quarter by Gary Stevens, brought to you by Bostic El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Grabbing that rebound, putting it up and in. And here comes UP once again. Oops! Mababa yung pasa. Oh, pero nagawan pa ng paraan. And this is gonna be big kung pumasok. Yun nga lang, it ends up sa likuran ng backboard. Harold Alarcon was open.
And the struggle continues for UP. 2 out of 14 from the three-point line. But despite that, they're up by 16 points.
Harold Alarcon, after that miss, goes back to the bench. Raylan Torres in this place on the court for the Fighting Maroons. Still has yet to score here in the second half. Itong Adamson. They have 4 3-pointers. They were 4 of 10. Oh, ayaw. But there's a foul. 4 of 15, I'm sorry. And 3-point shooting ng Adamson in the first half.
That's his first.
And usually not the type of foul that you want to give. Kasi di naman pa-atake sa basket dun si John Medina and he didn't have an open shot there.
Medina, who's got 7 points. Sabi mo nga, first quarter pa. Hindi pa na nadudugtungan.
Napako na yung point production nito ni Earl Medina.
Free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
But I do believe he will have a lot of trust coming from Coach Nash Racela along with expectations in season 88.
I'm pretty sure. At saka yun full force na. Hindi na pwede dun yung wala si ganito, wala si ganito. Kailangan nandyan silang lahat. And that's what I'm talking about. Jacob Baila, earlier a dunk in the first half, now a baseline jumper. And he's got 4 points in the ball game. 42-25. And then that steal. And Gary Stevens also doing his thing on defense.
Oh, binali pa yun.
John Felicina. Maybe he picked that up from some of the players that he met in Serbia. Can you call it a Serbian move? 44-25. The lead is up 19. Babawasan yan. Kailangan eh.
Napo has 3 threes. So, yung nawalang production ni Mati Orolon, si Anabo yung
Kaya
sumalo.
And that will be 5 of 16 from the beyond the arc para rito sa Adamson. Taking a look, John Felicina for this fast break brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Sometimes hindi pwedeng ordinaryong layup lang. Yung kailangan yung mapapanganga yung mga manonood.
And we've already seen that in the first half with one dunk coming from Jacob Baila and
Yes.
another coming from Sean Alter.
44-28, UP. It's a thing that's going for them. Making those three-point shots. Pero hindi sunod-sunod, hindi dikit-dikit eh. Malayo rin yung pagitan eh. There. Cade Ronzoni, I do believe that's his first basket here in this ball game. 44-30. Slicing down a little bit. What was once a 16-point advantage for UP. As we approach halfway mark in the third period. It adds up to the number of missed three-point shots for UP.
Shot clock violation. Substitutions. Terence Martea, Chico Briones, and Seven Gagate for John Felicilta, Miguel Enriquez, and Jacob Baila.
Marami-rami ang pumasok dito sa UP. Si Gani Stevens ang yata naiwan.
Oo, si Gani lang yung iniwan dito ni Coach Goldwyn.
Okay, Ronzoni bothered right there by Chico Briones. 12 seconds on their shot clock.
12 seconds on the shot clock.
Kanina tinignan na nga natin, the lowest output ng Adamson so far in their campaign here was that 46. Ngayon, 30. And they have managed to score just only 12 points per quarter sa first half. Dagdagan natin. Ay, hindi. Sakili with a miss. That three-pointer, that was an open look for a good defensive stop. Yun lang, Gani Stevens, I don't know. He's playing an inspired ball game here. Seven Gagate with his first field goal here in this ball game.
Another fast break bucket for UP. They have 21 fast break points right now.
Guess who's doing it for them?
And
Involves si Gani Stevens, huh? Cade Ronzoni is fouled in the act.
Backing foul number 10, Terence Fortea. That's his first personal foul.
Terence Fortea tinawagan. Free throws for Cade Ronzoni. He's only got 2 points. So I was correct. His earlier basket was just his first here in this game.
Naalala ko tuloy yung kay Cyril Gonzalez at si MVP. Yun na lilito ka. Escamis. Ito naman kay Terence saka kay Janjan.
Kaya nga. At least gumawa sila ng paraan. Tinanggal na ni Escamis yung headband niya.
Ito wala eh.
Ito wala. It's their natural hair. 46-32. Chico Briones catch and shoot three. Nope.
Another offensive rebound.
Francis Nuruka, 6 rebounds, 4 points. Parang isang tira lang ang binibigay ng UP sa AdU. Yun lang talaga yung 3-point shot. Not really falling for them. about that? The miss by Terence Voltaire, and he's known to make those three-pointers. Gaya with a jump hook. Noruka grabs down a rebound. Here comes UP. Magagawa ba ng paraan ito? Oh! Could have taken it a little stronger.
Sayang din for Adamson is yung mga second chance na binibigay nila sa UP. This would have been a much closer game if that were the case.
Shot clock is down to 3 right now for Adamson. Oh! Jolens na ayaw pa. UP will commit a turnover. 2 minutes and 20 to play here in the third quarter. Oh, gumulong. Nabo has got to be a little more creative. Francis Noruka was ready going for the shot block. 48-34, UP still ahead.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
And welcome back. Dito pa rin po tayo. Ito pa rin yung thank you for your service.
Oh, Naomi Panganiban and Sumaya Sugapong of the Gilas women's team, who just recently came back from their stint in the Jones Cup.
Under 2 minutes here in the third. UP still having their way. Tig 10 points pa lang ito magkabila here in the third quarter. Wala na 2 minuto na natitira. So sabi ko nga, di ba? Puro 12 points para sa Adamson.
And this works well in favor of Adamson.
Yeah.
Is to keep this a low-scoring game. Because UP is the #1 scoring team after LaSalle. They're averaging 85.2 points per game. So for a team like Adamson to held UP to just 38 points in the first half, that's good news for them. But a welcome surprise, Anabo with 11 points for Adamson.
He started the ball game basically for the Soaring Falcons in this meeting between them and the Fighting Maroons. He splits his charities earlier. Here comes Adamson once again. So 12-point output nila, 1 minute may get.
Whoa!
Oh, Francis Noruka is on his way to the basket right there.
I thought it was gonna be another dunk.
Si Austin Ronzoni. Mahirap masama sa poster.
Oo, foul ka na lang. Mahirap na maging part ng Kodak moment.
May Kodak moment? May Kodak pa ba? Nagulat tayo si Francis Zuruca eh. Puro mga cellphones na mga ginagamit eh. Splitting his charities, 5 points to Francis Zuruca. Of course, hindi yan ang trabaho niya talaga rito. Kumuha ng rebounds. And he's got 8 rebounds. 49-36.
Substitution for Adamson University. Matthew Montalban for Kate Ronzoni. Reggie Agnete for Danu Anabo.
Yung score,
sige
yung
lang.
score na Adamson, first quarter 12, second quarter 12. Ilan
Ngayon
yun?
meron na silang 12 ulit. Pero patapos na tong quarter na to. Now, mag-i-improve ba? Bago matapos itong third quarter. Si Anabo. Oh, palpal pa ang inabot. Oh, shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation.
Hindi counted yun. Hindi counted.
So, buhay pa rin yung streak nila na 12.
Kaya nga. Hindi ba talaga magbabago yun? Basically, 43 seconds to play here in the third.
And Josh Cornell for Raylan Torres. And Francis Garuga.
Sean Alter, pabalik on the floor. Bola ng UP. UP, 11 points lang sila dito, ha? Sa ating third quarter. Okay, Ronzoni this time. The other Ronzoni will foul Francis Zuruca.
Foul number 30, Kate Ronzoni.
Kanina si Austin eh.
11 points nga yung UP. And if you take out those 5 fast break points and 4 second chance points.
Eh kasi consistent din yung UP. 19 points naman sila. 19 first, 19 ng second. Here they only have 11.
You have to give credit to Adamson.
Let's see, Felicilda. It doesn't go in, but he's fouled. He's going to be shooting free throws, 27.5 seconds.
You have to give credit to Adamson's defense because yung points ng UP galing sa 5 fast break points, 4 second chance points. So you've pretty much limited UP. Kumbaga hindi mo naman mapapasiro yung score eh. But
Kaya nga.
the way they've played UP in this third quarter, just 11 points, speaks a lot about the defense of Adamson. But the question mark is really not their defense, but their offense as a team.
Substitutions.
But for one thing, UP has also found themselves struggling, trying to shoot three-pointers. They're 2 of 18.
That's definitely a struggle and well below their averages. Were in their number 1 in 3 points made and 3-point percentage in this among the 17 teams playing in this preseason. Felicilda with that pesky defense.
Ayaw!
Grabe to.
UP. No! Consistent! 12 for Adamson. Nakagawa ng paraan sila to limit naman ang UP to just 12 points din here in the third quarter. But of course, naunahan na sila ng UP. And this was how it happened. That 1 3-pointer happening for Adamson here in the third. And this is, of course, PlayTime Cares elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes as we end the third period. 50-36, still in favor of UP.
All-purpose boxing El General. Matibay na dikitan El General. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal.
Boxstick, El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Sa ABC sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Here comes the fourth quarter. Well, wherever you are, you can actually enjoy our live streaming coverage. So many ways for you to take a look and get entertained with this ball game, even when we have this kind of a rainy weather that has been happening since this morning. And I don't know if weather has improved already, but here the fourth quarter gets underway with Adamson coming up with a defensive stop. Guy was right there, but they also turned it over. And it's Harold Alarcon with a layup to open up the scoring here in the fourth quarter.
And an early timeout for Coach Nash Racela.
We'll be right back.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
And let's see what will transpire after that early timeout called by Coach Nash Racela for Adamson. This is a low-scoring game indeed.
UP is plus 24 in fast break points and plus 12 in second chance points. Parehas zero doon ang Adamson. Sorry, Falcons. Akala ko.
Pero mali yung pag-save. Medyo magulo yung play.
Akala ko highlight play na yun ni Terence Fortea.
You know what happened right there? They called a timeout. Inbound pa lang, inagaw na ng UP. And now let's see if they can make up for that boo-boo earlier. Nope. But there's a loose ball foul in the rebound play that's going to be called against UP. Coronel, Alter, Alarcon, Fontea, and Oruca for UP.
First team foul for final substitution. 14 on the shot clock.
Nice fake. Naku! Ayaw pa rin, Sean Alter. Grabbing that rebound. John Felisilda going to Francis! That was really bound to happen. I've seen that several times from Francis Noruca.
That's the third dunk of this game for UP. After Jacob Baila and Sean Alter, you have Francis Noruca.
Underneath.
Parang padagdag ng padagdag yung intensity or power ng dunk.
Ray Allen Torres. He's outnumbered. Medina. Montebon, nope. Sean Alter wasn't expecting the pass. Problema rin dun, spacing.
Nice drop
Gaye,
pass.
pero Francis Noruca on him. He's going to be settling for 2 shots. Tingnan muna natin. Francis Noruca. Somehow, mangyayari at mangyayari. Smart Power down, brought to us by Smart Power All 99. Load now. Kita nyo yung elevation, yung buwelo.
Time at
54-38, UP.
Kahoy, bakal!
sa kahit anong dikitan.
Sa ABC sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
So Adamson University still trailing here in this ball game. This is the fourth quarter. And of course, please do stand by because our final schedule for today will feature the battle for the #1 spot before they get into the quarterfinals. We're talking about DLSU Green Archers versus USC Growling Tigers. Gaye, who was fouled by Francis Zoruca, is at the line trying to make free throws. Could have hurt himself back in the first period, but he seems to be okay. So, ang problema yata kay Gaye, hindi yung tuhod niya, yung kamay niya. Sablay dalawang free throws. Oh! Did they count that? Oh, yes. So, Matthew Montebon. Just to consider, Matthew Montebon, that's only his 6th point in the game.
It's been a challenge it's been a challenge not just in this game but for the whole tournament for Adamson to put up points. And although they made a good play here, getting us second chance opportunity, napailing nga si Coach Goldwyn sa bench because dalawang missed free throw tapos na offensive rebound pa ng Adamson yun.
(54-41). UP Gary Stevens is really playing very well here in this ball game. Nice. Because assist. LA Andres. Nice handoff inside by Raylan Torres. Here's the Ray Allen Torres. Ang sa inyo Raylan Torres sa UP. Ray Allen Torres for Adamson. And this is the PlayTime Cares, elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes. The nice play.
And the good thing for UP is their three-point shot hasn't fallen in this game. 2 out of 19 for 10%, which is really awful. But they're making it up for other things.
There are basically the combination of 43-point shot attempts in this ball game so far, and only 7 have connected. Matthew Montebon at the line.
I mean, for Adamson, you would expect na, I mean, this is their usual numbers.
Free throws that was brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
I mean, usual numbers is they're not really a team that's known for their outside shooting. And for UP, they're not up to par with their usual numbers.
Sahili picked up his 3rd personal foul.
2 free throws for LA Andres.
Here's one of the players that they really expect to contribute for them, especially this coming season. LA Andres, but he missed on the first free throw. Yes. Paldo na naman. Si Dino Lee. Grabe ka bumabad Gamit na gamit ka today
Ngayon lang ako nag-cover ng half. Ay, di pala nakapag-cover na pala ako ng afternoon game.
Isang buong game day.
But this is my first time covering a UP and LaSalle game. Later, LaSalle will be later on. Parang gusto ko mag-cover pag UP tsaka LaSalle yung laro eh. Nabanggit ko na rin naman kay Direk.
Well, basically, treat yourself dahil importante yung laro natin na susunod ng UST at DLSU. Another three-pointer by Adamson. That's their sixth. We got a 10-point game. Oh, back-to-back three-pointers here. Medina burying another for Adamson.
And that's the beauty of this Adamson team. Yes, they're offensively challenged, but when it starts clicking for them, you never know.
Three-point shot of the quarter. Hapat ba? Jangnan na. Lalampasan na nila yung 12 points.
Uy!
They have 13 right now in the quarter.
Hindi sila jumakpat.
And UP unable to answer. Danny Stevens keeping the ball on the side of the floor, keeping it in play for UP. Jerry Abadiano. He gets it back. He fakes. He goes for the long two. Back rim that shot and ball going out. It will go Adamson's way.
And if you're Adamson, you're just within striking distance. This is just 7 points. And that's the beauty if you're a team that can play defense and can hold a team like UP to just 56 points with 5 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
It's what they're trying to avoid para dito sa UP. So you had, parang yung tinatawag pagka masyado na marami, no, over-practice na susunog na yung mga players. Pwede rin ganun na di ba? Pero mahirap masunog, malamig dun sa Serbia eh. Pagbalik pa nila rito, may bagyo. At least medyo malamig yung panahon, di ba?
But that's true. Athletes need rest as well for their optimal performance.
Yes. Well, I'm pretty sure naman the science of the training for these and the heads and the brains. UP yan eh. Maraming marunong talaga dyan na how to handle and take care and manage the time, the rest, and of course the practices and the training. 56-49 right now. Montebon missed on the first free throw. Basically for Adamson, we can only wish them well in their campaign for this upcoming regular season ng UAAP. And we know it will not stop here. Whatever it is they're showing here, we are actually expecting and anticipating some great progress and development towards heading to that new season of their mother league.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul for Soaring Falcons. Substitution.
It's UP basketball. Cadron Zoni will give Matthew Montebon some rest. Under 5 minutes to play here in this ball game. A bad pass but recovered by Seven Gagate for UP. And then that fourth shot. Oh! Muntik pa oh. Pero shot clock violation eh. Yeah. Maingay din yung drum ng Adamson. Di na marinig yung buzzer. 7-point lead na lang ito. Adamson will have possession. Here's Cadron Zoni bringing down the leather.
Where will the offense come from Adamson?
Tignan natin. Si Anabo. Pero wala. Well, he was doing pretty well, di ba?
He's the leading scorer for Adamson with 12. Oh, that's definitely going to be a foul.
Yes. And that'll be 2 free throws here for Ray Allen Torres.
Danny Stevens, that's his second personal foul. Substitution.
Gary Stevens has managed himself very well here in this ball game, picking up only his second foul. And this is already the fourth quarter. And Ray Allen Torres, well, he's got 6 points.
But the amount of free throws that UP has given up in this second half. Apat lang yung tinira ng Adamson in the first half. That was their 19th attempt of the game.
Bumaba sa 5 ang lamang. What if? Tayong dalawa pinakamaraming overtime dito, no? Pero kaninang umaga ka pa eh.
Well, we know this is a no-betting game when we talk about the quarterfinals.
But school pride is
but
there.
But if you're UP, this is kumbaga nakakapabayan sa moral eh. Because you lose to a team, Adamson, that has already been eliminated. Only one win heading into this game. And if you're Adamson, this is a confidence booster for you.
That's right,
because
indeed.
you don't have a couple of players that you rely on for the most part of your games. Wala si Manzano, wala si Franzman, wala si Erolon.
Those are very important players.
And pag manalo ka dito, you're feeling good heading into season 88.
So Montebon replacing Cadron Zoni. Just enough rest for Matthew Montebon. With 3.5 remaining. And this is just a 5-point game. Chance to whittle it down to some more. Montebon. What's he gonna do?
Well defended by Jacob Baila.
UP. Nope. Second serving underneath it. Jacob Baila reverses it. 6 points for Jacob Baila here in this game. A little breathing room here for UP. And then the fouls being committed. UP already in penalty. It's going to be free throws for Adamson.
Jerry Abadjano, 5 fouls.
Jerry Abadjano, not too much from him. Yeah, he did play. Jerry Abadjano has not scored. Although what I was saying even before their trip to Serbia for that training, he wasn't playing 2 games already.
Well, he missed their last game. He didn't play against FEU.
Even prior to that, I don't think he has shown up here. Two minutes and 55. A free throw made right there. Earl Medina, who's got 15 points in the ball game. So now he is the top scorer para sa Adamson, followed by Anabo. Iyan lang. Biglang uminit naman to si Jacob Baila. And 8 points, going for his 9th.
That's the 14th foul.
Wala, naiwanan siya ni Cadron Zoni.
Bonus free throw, Jacob Baila.
Can't make the free throw. 60-52. Oh.
If you're UP, you don't want to give up fouls and send Adamson to the free throw line. Make them earn those points.
And they're defending well with those quick hands. Napakailaman nga lang kay Cadron Zoni.
Last 2 minutes. This last 2 minutes is brought to you by
Anabo was in a little hurry to set up the play right there. We're under 2 minutes here in this ball game. Again, TLSU versus USC. Sa UAAP group natin before they go into the quarterfinals. Battle for the top spot sa team standings. There's still time, there's still a chance for Adamson. Cade Ronzoni, play broken up.
Substitution.
Ray Allen Torres babalik for Adamson. And they just checked if they still have a timeout. They will use it. 60-52 UP on top.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome.
Sa ABC sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Well, we just would like to remind everybody coming into this 18th Preseason Cup, back-to-back champions itong UP Fighting Maroons. They were able to beat Adamson University twice. Pero, sabi nga ng ating kasama rin si Randolph Leongson, wala pang nakaka-3-peat in the history of this Preseason Cup where it all begins.
And they're looking forward to that game against CSB on Friday.
Ako, College of St. Benilde pa, no?
A team that is playing really well. Finished the group phase at 8-1. So that, I think, out of all the 4 quarterfinals games, yung pinaka-interesting for me yung CSB-UP.
Well, that's really something to look forward to, especially the way CSB has been playing. Remember how they massacred ng Sang Beda?
Put up 102 points.
Personal foul.
Kasi knockout yun, one game lang yun eh. You can't afford any mistakes, you can't afford any errors. For UP, most probably, sabi niya siguro, sige, ngayon na tayo mag-error because we cannot afford that. They're supposed to be defending their championship dito sa preseason cup na ito.
Yes. And probably they're also shaking the rust off kasi June 12 yung huling laro nila dito.
Hindi naman nagpahinga yan eh. Naglalaro din yan eh.
Pretty sure iba yung
weather conditions.
Iba yung laro dun sa Serbia compared dito eh. So adjustment din yun for them.
Basically, what we're trying to say here is for all of you who have been following the action for this 18th Preseason Cup, do not miss out on the games this coming Friday. 4 na laro yun. We start at 10 a.m. knockout quarterfinals. And it's also your chance to see marami naghihintay. NCAA versus UAAP ang mga bakbakan natin for that particular day this coming Friday. (61-52). Matthew Montebon, consider Adamson missing 3 key players coming into this game. But somehow, they're giving the defending champions something to think about. Something to ponder right after this ball game. It may be a win for UP, but it's not exactly the kind of win that they want to come up with in this fashion. But nevertheless, it's still, kasi kahit naman anong mangyari, they're going to be number 3 talaga, and they're going to be battling itong College of St. Benil Blazers.
2 free throws, Raylan Torres.
So Raylan Torres at the line right now. Some finishing touches here for the UP Fighting Maroons.
Ang inaantay na lang actually is yung outcome nung next game.
Here, battle for the top spot. Nakaporma sila doon sa playoff bracket, pero pwede pa magpalit yun eh.
Oo, pwede pa magpalit.
It could be, kung UST manalo mamaya, UST will face Arellano. Diba? So final seconds here in this ball game, and UP was managed to come up victorious at the expense of Adamson, and what we could say a low-scoring game. As it turned out, it wasn't exactly the kind of ball game that we expect to happen between these two teams. They could have done more, they could have given us some more. The shots were not falling, especially from the outside. To consider some of those factors, of course, rebounding story that was lorded over by UP against Adamson, and this win 63-54 for our final score. Again, for Adamson, we've just seen them in action in this preseason cup. Actually, the last time, at least for this 18th preseason cup. And we can only wish them well. For UP, they're still going to be seeing action in the quarters, ang ating knockout quarterfinals, as we take a look at somebody who really started very well all the way, doing it consistently. One of those, I guess he really shone in this ball game. We're talking about this big guy from UP, Dino.
Doing it on both ends on the floor. Itong si Gani Stevens with 14 points. Efficiently, 6 out of 9 from the field, 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. Add in 8 rebounds with 4 of those coming from the offensive glass. 2 assists and 4 steals. Wala pang turnover yun.
And it's like he himself is sending out a message to the College of St. Benil, his presence this coming Friday. Taking a look at the highlights powered by Smart Power All 99. Get Only Facebook or TikTok plus 10 gigabytes data and Only calls and texts for 7 days. Load now. Again, UP Fighting Maroons overcoming Adamson University Soaring Falcons. We've seen a lot of those throwdowns, especially from 3 players of UP, and the final numbers to conclude this ball game, Dino.
Well, despite the struggle for UP with their 3-point shot, 2 out of 21 in this game, less than 10%. They made it up for their rebounding, 49-38 of Adamson, and then they capitalized with their offensive rebounding with 15 second chance points, plus 12 against Adamson, and plus 23 fast break points, turning those, converting those turnovers of Adamson into easy points for them and getting this win heading into the quarterfinals.
And ang ating concluding part ng key matchup with Terence Fortea, only 1 basket. It's a 3-pointer. He's got 4 rebounds, 2 assists. And Earl Medina have done his thing, double-figure output, 1 rebound and 1 assist. But the most important thing, the win here for the UP Fighting Maroons. So, we're down to our final schedule. The most important game to be played today, UST Growling Tigers versus DLSU Green Archers, when we come back.
Di mo tayo makakabenta. Yes! Don't worry. Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome.